loop is a repeated action of steps. A nested loop is a loop inside of a loop. Take a look. If you've ever been to Hershey Park, the Super Duper Looper is a fantastic roller coaster to think about loops. Loops are repeated actions. Just like in a roller coaster, when you go down the hill, around the loop, and keep on going. You are repeating that upward and forward motion until you get all the way through. And boy, are they a lot of fun. Let's take a look at some examples in code.org. Actions that is repeated over and over and over again. So we need to look for patterns. In this particular puzzle, we have Scrat who needs to get to the acorn. Now, I could tell Scrat to move forward once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times. I could, from my toolbox, drag out 1 move forward, 2 move forwards, 3 move forwards, 4 move forwards, 5 move forwards to get him to the acorn. But I could write my code a bit more efficiently if I used a repeat block. And in order to use a repeat block in this case, I don't need to use all of the same action. When the same action happens over and over again, I can tell my program to repeat it. So I can put in my loop, repeat 5 times. What am I going to do? I'm going to do the move forward. And now if I run my program or I use my step button, I can see that Scrat repeats that move forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times and gets the acorn. In a puzzle like this, where Scrat has to get the acorn, again, I look for repeated patterns. So, in order to get Scrat to this acorn, I need to break my puzzle up into smaller parts. So the first part is Scrat needs to move forward 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So, I can use a repeat block to say, repeat 4 times. What am I going to do? I'm going to do the move forward. And when I run the program, and I run those actions, that's what Scrat does. Moves forward, repeat 4 times, and does the move forward. What do I need Scrat to do next? I need him to turn to the right. He's facing down towards me, so I tell Scrat to turn to the right, and repeat some more move forwards. Repeat 4 times, do the move forward. When he gets to the end of this row, he's going to turn to the right again, and finally, repeat 4 times, do another move forward. Now, following this sequence, we can see that Scrat repeats 4 times, do the move forward, turns right, repeat 4 times, do the move forward, turns right, repeat 4 times, do the move forward, and he gets the acorn. We have a triangle pattern where the artist needs to move forward, turn himself to the left a certain number of degrees, and then repeat that action 3 times. Because in triangle, an equilateral triangle, all the sides are the same lengths, all the sides have the same degree of turn, and of course all sides altogether are the same. So the first action that I'm going to put in is to say move forward by 100 pixels. I'm going to tell my artist to turn left, and I'm going to run my program so far, and I can see that my artist does that first set of actions correctly. Now, I could continue to step myself through this, because the next thing I know that he needs to do is to move forward, turn left, move forward, and then turn left at the very end. And here I can see that he draws the triangle correctly. Now, I can use a repeat block for this because I see repeated actions here. Move forward, turn left, move forward, turn left, move forward, turn left. Instead of saying the same 3 sets of actions 3 separate times, I can say, I want you, when you run, to repeat the move forward and turn left actions 3 times. That saves the number of blocks in my code. I reset the puzzle, I run it, and I get the triangle shape. Where I have a staircase pattern, where my artist is going to draw this staircase pattern, I need to look for repeated actions. So in this particular case, I see this L shape right here, and I see that that L shape is repeated 3 times in this particular puzzle. So I just want to put my focus on the first L shape. In this case, I want my artist to move forward the correct number of pixels, make the turn to the right a 90-degree turn, because I know that 90 degrees is the corner of a square, and that is the stair-step angle that I see there. Move forward again, and then finally to make the turn to the left. If I run my program in that particular sequence, I can see that my artist does it correctly. Now I see that sequence happening again here, and then finally again here. So instead of continuing to write the sequence block by block by block, I can save myself a lot of time and use that repeat block. Repeat this one particular sequence, this L shape that it has made, and repeat it 3 times, reset my puzzle, and I've now used a repeat block to solve this puzzle. When I look at a puzzle like this, where my little bee has to collect up flower nectar, I can see a lot of repeating patterns in here. And when I look at a puzzle like this, I want to break it into small parts and think about, where is my code going to repeat? Where is this loop going to happen? So I want to get my bee across the top row first, and I can see that my little bee is going to move forward first. He's going to get a nectar every time he moves forward. And how many times does he do it? He does it once, twice, 3 times. So my move forward and get nectar is going to be repeated 3 times. There is my my loop. At the very end of that row, my little bee needs to turn to the right, and now he is set up to do the next row. So if I use my step button, I can see these actions happening in the proper sequence. Move forward, get nectar once, twice, move forward, get nectar a 3rd time, and then finally turn to the right, and now he's ready to do that same set of actions again. So instead of writing that same set of actions, I can put all of this code inside of another repeat block. This is called a nested loop. This says repeat all of these actions right here and a certain number of times. In this case, I'm going to say 4 times because there are 4 rows in this particular puzzle.